What's up, guys? In today's video, we are spectating the #1 Human Torch right now in Marvel Rivals. And as you guys know, Human Torch is one of the most banned characters. So we're going to spectate him first and see what we can learn from him. So over here, when we're looking at the top Human Torch players right now, we have Jerky, Usher, 33 Heavens, Ivy Set, Mr. F only. This is the top 5 right now. Now, typically, this is by rank, actually. So it's not necessarily the #1. But what I like to do is I like to look for the top KD and the top win ratio percentage, and then also see how many games they have played. So out of these couple guys right here, I'd actually consider Mr. F one of the better ones. He has a 4.69 KD and a 67.74% win-loss ratio. So let's check him out and watch some of his gameplays and see how good he is. So now anyone that's curious about his stats or anything like that, it's Mr. F only account. He has 328 games played, and right now in season 2 he has 13.4 hours with Human Torch. And again, here's all his hours, but let's go into his gameplays and find some of his best Human Torch ones. So for the first gameplay we're going to spectate, he went absolutely insane. He went 46-6 with 32 final hits and 35k damage. So let's get started with this one. Starting with the bans, it looks like they double banned Hulk, and then we had a Hela and a group ban. So alrighty, so to start off, they're on attack, and surprisingly it actually wasn't his team that banned Hela. I really thought he was gonna make his team ban Hela just so that we didn't have to worry about it as a flyer, but it looks like since they're rocking with Human Torch too, that they wanted Hela gone instead. It's pretty interesting. Now let's see, let's talk about the team comps right now. So they actually got the Thing, they have Luna, Invisible Woman, Mag, and Wolverine, and then they're playing against a Venom, another Human Torch, Loki, Thor for the team up, I'm assuming, and then another Wolverine and an Invisible Woman. All right. Now, the one thing I noticed with a lot of flyers that people really need to take advantage of is just like you have the building next to you, you might as well use it as protection. And then also notice too, this is a very popular thing with flyers. You want to have an Invisible Woman on your team so that way she can shield you. It's very easy health and also helps protect you, of course, because you get the, what is it, 250 HP from the shield that gets thrown up. So that can help out a lot, especially if you're a flying character like Storm, Human Torch, you know, any one of those. But yeah, you definitely want to use the buildings to your advantage as much as you can. Bob and weave between them. That was a really good dive there. Try to get rid of their healer. It looks like he's gonna get her here. He's getting chased down too. Oh, wow! Does he get out of that? I thought he was so dead, but their Invisible Woman did a really good job there getting the shield in. I don't know if you guys saw that, but she just barely got that shield in there. I don't know if that saved him completely, but it was close. Wow. Now, also, too, just so you guys know, notice he's going back and forth between doing the left click and the right click. So he's typically doing left click, and then right click, and then left click again. That was a good dive there. Almost got Thor. Almost got Thor. If he got another headshot, he would have had him. Wow. Honestly, I did not expect him to ult that early. Thought they'd save it for the point. Oh, this might be where he dies. If he lives through this, I'm gonna be shocked. Their team's pretty split now. No one. Oh, they did make a change on the other team though. They changed to a Star-Lord. They got a Mantis now and a Storm. They changed a lot around. So they're running triple DPS, which honestly might not be a bad idea with Storm damage boosting, but they're just all out of position there. That was a really bad separation between the enemy team, at least. Good picks. Wow, they're being really aggressive right now. I haven't seen too many Thing players. Because again, this is the top 500, you know, these are the top players in the world right now. I haven't really seen too many teams use the Thing, so it looks like their team comp is going pretty well with it. They staggered them pretty good. Now I can't remember if this is the game that they don't actually get all the way to the end, so I'm curious if they're actually going to win this one straight. But they have 4.5 minutes, so they probably get this. And again, it's another example right there, guys. Just using the environment to your ability, to your advantage. Wow, I really thought the Star-Lord was going to get him. Oh, that's cool. I actually didn't know that you could kind of fly above Storm's ultimate, but I never really play flying characters too often. The only flying character I really play is Storm, and now I guess Torch, but Torch, I ban Torch all the time though, so it's hard to tell. I just figured this would be a good video too, since Torch is, I gotta look. I think Torch is either one of the top, he's got to be one of the top 3 or 4 bans right now, because it's typically Iron Fist, Torch, Groot. Let me see, because I know there's 2 more. Who else is the top? Nice. That was a really nice hit detection on the Thor there. Yeah, so these are the top ban rates right now as soon as this loads. And this is the higher ranks too. This isn't like lower ranks. This is like Grandmaster and up basically. So you have Human Torch is a 35.08 and Iron Fist is a 35.07. So basically tied. Then you have Groot, Hulk, Spider-Man, Emma, and Hela, and then Captain America and Wolverine. That's pretty wild. That's pretty wild. I usually don't see Emma Frost banned as much though. It's more so Hulk, Groot, Iron Fist, Torch, and Hela. I would say would be like the top ones. What's up, Jeff? How you doing, brother? Good ult there. Goes for the healer. Right now we're spectating the #1 Human Torch right now, and then afterwards I forgot who I wanted to do next. I have a couple in line that I want to do. Is there anyone that you guys want to see? I know I want to do a Hulk, actually, a spectating a #1 Hulk player. That was a good round. All right, let's get to the next. So he's doing the strat. So I don't know if you guys have seen this strat, but you throw all your right clicks down in one spot, you wait for them to kind of move up, and then you usually will dive into it. But yeah, like that. But I mean, you know, this is the top 500 top players in the world, so they probably know that and see that coming. Good bobbing and weaving right there. Gets away. Wow, they got ran through. They did a Spidey swap. Pretty interesting. They went back to a Venom though, so now they're running Venom and Spidey. If we don't ban Human Torch, I look in the sky and see him in a comp match and I'm insta leaving. I don't blame you, bro. I don't blame you. I always make sure Human Torch is banned unless we have a Human Torch player or I have a weird feeling that I feel like playing Human Torch, which is very rare, man. I never play Human Torch. It's only with, it all depends on the team comp. So like I'm competing right now with you know, my team or whatever, but it really depends on which one of our squad is on, because we have about 8 people. So if one of the 8 people, because they play certain characters, I'll play Human Torch then in that scenario, but it's very rare. I usually play like Psylocke, Penny, kind of weird like flex characters, Hela, Venom. You can play Emma too, Spider-Man. I'm surprised he's not getting targeted as much, I'm not gonna lie. They're just too focused on the ground. This is the one advantage of flying characters though too. You just stand too high up and people forget about you. Oh yeah, Bucky's one of my best characters. Psylocke. Trying to think of who else has been playing this season. I kind of took well, Squirrel Girls, but she's super easy to play in Moon Knight. I'm surprised. They really are just kind of leaving him alone. Oh, he's probably gonna get in a good position to ult here. He's gonna wait for his team to catch up and then ult. My main is Penny MGM2 right now. Nice, bro. Me too. Penny's one of my best characters. I haven't played ranked that much this season just because I've been so busy. I'm basically studying for a bunch of certifications and courses, so I have to read tons of books right now. But I would love to play ranked more. But Penny last season, the last couple seasons, like 1 or what was it called? 0.5? I don't even know, but 1 and 1.5. I had probably like a 68% win with Penny, and then I had about like a 4, 5, or a 5 KD, and I got up to Cell. So yeah, she's one of my favorites, and it's crazy now too, because after the buff, she really is so much better now. At least it feels a lot better. But honestly, I just get bored of playing her because I played her so much. It sucks, honestly. Unknown Red, what's up, man? Welcome to the page. Appreciate the follow too, brother. We're just spectating some of the #1 players in the world right now for their respective characters. So right now we're watching Human Torch, and he's actually shredding. Wow, their Mantis way out of position. Spider-Man done. So they made the Namor swap. I didn't point that out before just for anyone watching, but they made the Namor swap, which obviously should help out a ton. I wonder if they're going to switch off a Spidey and Venom here, but probably not, honestly. Now, I'm shocked because I think they end up holding them here. Actually, this could be the game that it's 3-2. I might be lying. This might be the game that it's 3-2. Because I know there's one game that's 3-2 and there's another game that it's 3-1. But this game, he drops a ton of kills, so I don't know. How are you? I'm doing great. Having a good time. That was a good pick. Oh, Luna just made it over to him before he died, too. Shout out to their healers, man. Their healers are doing an amazing job. Love to see that. Wow, that Spider... Bro, no. If I was that Spider-Man, bro, I would swap off after that. That was bad. That was bad. Now he's got ult too. Who else got ult on their team? They have an Namor ult. They have Invisible Woman ult. The other team only has a Luna ult. Dude is killing it. Yeah, no. This guy's really, really good. I think he's definitely top 500 in the world overall. But for Human Torch, he's like, in my opinion, because the problem is a lot of the top ranks, they go off of like how high you are first. Well, actually, it really goes off of whatever your number rank is. So say you have 3 people that are top 500. If you're number 1, someone's number 2, someone's number 3, no matter where you are with that character, it'll still rank you above them just because you have a higher overall rank. So anyway, you know, this guy is pretty much one of the best Human Torch players in the world. He has I think he has like the highest KD in the top 5, and he has the highest win ratio in the top 5. So that's why we decided to spectate him. But yeah, he's doing really well. But I have to say, though, his team is really, really good. His team's really locked. That was a silly push, but, you know, dive into point save there. Looks like they get this point and they go on to the next round. Now, the other gameplay also looks, if not crazier than this one. So I'm excited to watch that one, too. But they're doing a really good job here. They make a switch. They made a switch to a Penny. Okay. Now, why are they sticking with this Wolverine? Just for the Thor, I guess? The other team made a Hawkeye swap. That's interesting. Surprised they didn't try that earlier. Maybe they didn't. I missed it. But the Hawkeye to get rid of the Human Torch. Wow, does he get him? Oh my God, he almost got him. He almost got him. And also too, just in case anyone didn't realize yet, you have the team up with Human Torch and Miss Invisible that she can he gets like additional shield. I think it's like 20% reduced damage when he uses it, so it's the C ability. So when you press that, you get 20% damage reduction or 15%. Someone correct me in the comments if you guys know, but it's somewhere around there. It's like for, I don't know, 10 15 seconds, something like that you get it for. I'm not gonna I'm kind of really surprised that this team's not changing anything else though. Nice. Focuses the Human Torch, gets him out. Good ult. Did they just double? They didn't double. No, they did double. Am I tripping? No. Oh no, they did double. Good pick. That was a great pick. Yo, his accuracy, he's on point now. Oh, does he get Spidey there? Dude, if he got Spidey there, that would have been such a crazy play. Oh my God. You know what's so funny about this that I actually didn't realize until right now? So obviously this is a very basic crosshair, but this is the same crosshair that I like to use for Human Torch, just a general plus. Just because it's like, so basically, at least the way that I set it up, I'm not sure if this is like to the T exactly the same, but so he has it's like a shotgun fireball kind of spread. So what I did is on the wall within close range, I basically made the plus sign the size of his like spread, so it's easy to aim with him. I'll have to put down in the description the comments for oh wow, that was an amazing play for the, what's it called, the crosshairs, if anyone wants them. But for me, it helped out a lot. I'm not saying you need them. It just helped me out a lot, knowing what the crosshair spread was, or the shotgun spread was for the crosshair. Good save. That was a great save. Wow. All right, let's go to the next one now. And for the second game, he went 38-7 with 19 final hits, 31k damage. So let's start this one up. And then for the bans again, same as before, actually. Groot, Hela, and Hulk ban. And nice, they're starting on attack.
3, 2, you have to stop them from securing the
Nice, using the building for his advantage. Get on the side. Oh, he's playing against another Human Torch. Interesting. I guess you're pretty much going to see that every time since he's the most banned character. So I guess when he's not banned, the other team is probably also you going to use a torch. So what do we got? We got an Emma, we got a Mag, we got Invisible Woman, Rocket, and a Wolvie. And then they're playing against a Cap, Invisible Woman, Loki, another Torch, another Emma, and a Luna. All right. I like Hela a lot too. Yeah, Hela's one of my favorite characters too. I like Hela a lot. The only thing is that with Hela that gets me where I get frustrated sometimes using her is just that she can escape, but that's kind of the point, you know. I just like characters that kind of have freedom of movement, and with her I wish you could at least like kind of change the direction when you're like flying in the bird or whatever it's called, or something, just something different, something that gives her a little bit more movement. I'm not saying she needs to go 30 meters or, you know, be able to fly crazily, but just something a little bit different. I would appreciate that if they changed something. And then obviously, same as before, you know, you guys can tell that the Human Torch is getting protected by the Invisible Woman. She's using the shield, blocking them at heights. Oh, that was a really good one. What do they call it? It's like a pyro prison. I think that's what his move is called, pyro prison. Sorry, I was trying to think of what the name was, and I completely forgot what it was called. I know it was pyro something, but I think it's pyro prison. He's getting pocketed pretty good for his healers by being that far away. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, good dive to save there. Invisible Woman hits him with the shield, keeps the shield up on him again. Huh? So he decided to do that through. I'm kind of, yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe he thought that they were gonna push and they could focus the healer and get Invisible Woman out of her ult, but I don't know. That was a good try there with the dive, but he was just barely out of range. But yeah, that's the one thing I wish you could change with Hela, is just maybe like give her some type of freedom with movement. But that could make her OP. I mean, she already is pretty OP, or pretty strong. I don't know about OP, but she can definitely be countered. Now I'm curious what they're gonna, because a lot of people want Human Torch right now to get nerfed, but I don't really know what you would change about him. If you guys have any suggestions about, oh wow, that was great. That was great. He almost had it too. Oh, that was interesting. So he's pushed into their spawn and he decided to use the what's it called, the damage reduction ability with Invisible Woman there. I guess he's just trying to see if he could pick anybody else off. Running up with the Wolverine. Oh wow, he's trying to get a far reach with that thing. Nice. Oh, that was silly. She's just ult charging him now. Dive, dive, dive. Oh, he switched. He just did the ability. Oh. Canceling. Oh, they switched to a Psylocke? Interesting. I guess Psylocke with the Emma, the team up. I know a lot of people don't think Psylocke can counter flying characters, but if you're good with Psylocke, you can absolutely counter flying characters. Especially if you team up with Emma. Oh my god. The real secret is just figuring out what healer is pocketing the flyer. Oh, he's probably gonna die here. There's no way. Oh, good pick. He actually still got their Human Torch, which is pretty wild. I did not think he was gonna get that. I did not think he was gonna pull that one off. Yeah, so if you guys have any characters you think we should spectate next, let me know, because we're gonna pick another character to stream and spectate today. I usually do it once a week, and I'll do probably about 2 or 3 of the top players, and I just try to pick a different character or one of the meta, oh, I hate saying meta, but one of the better or top characters in the game, or the top banned characters in the game. I guess that kind of goes hand in hand too. Chill Rick, what's up, brother? Appreciate the follow, my man. Appreciate the follow, dude. We're just spectating the #1 Human Torch right now. Good try. They pushed the cart all the way there. They still got 3 minutes. They're fine. They're fine. So let's see how they regroup here. They still spread. Who is that? Is the Wolverine? That's probably the Wolverine. Yeah, I guess he's just waiting. No, does he pick the Psylocke like that? That would have been nuts. She was so out of position there. Trying to watch and learn. What are some of your favorite characters or characters you mainly play, brother? But yeah, that's what I love to do too, man. I love to see how other people play, see what I can pick up, see what I can learn. Look at the team comps too, you know, see if there's certain team comps that people are doing, or there's certain ways that, you know, a strategist and a DPS are working together, or a tank, or, you know, doing some weird tech. It's always cool to see. I think they did good switching to the Psylocke. I'm not gonna lie. It looks like she's putting in work. Oh, there she is. I was gonna say, I thought I heard her too. Oh, that was close. One more hit. Trying to learn Penny a bit. Lord on Rocket, Groot, and Cloak. Penny's actually my best character. I was one of the top ranked Pennies. So if you ever have any questions or wanna watch someone play that's pretty good with her, you know, definitely feel free to come by. So the last 2 seasons, I was one of the top ranked Pennies, and then I also had a 67, 68% win with her, and I had I think like a 5.5 or a 6.5 KD, somewhere around there. So she's definitely one of my favorite characters, but I don't play her like most people play Penny. I actually play her very aggressively, almost like a dive tank. So for me, that's what makes it fun, because I get bored. I really can't sit back defensively or play like strategist, really. Definitely more of a, I don't know, a DPS tank player, just because I get bored, that's all. If they made strategists more engaging, I'd probably be more interested, but it's definitely hard. It's just not my cup of tea, I guess you could say. I haven't been watching too many of the players. What are the most common best team comps? That's a good question, Wozniak. So it all depends on what you're banning and kind of what your core characters are. So I can tell you what the top bans are, and that might help you figure out, you know, some of the top comps also. But I can read for you the comp that we're going against right now. So this is pretty typical when you're playing with a Human Torch. That was an amazing double pick by him. He's gonna get a triple pick here. Oh, this is it. This has to be it. There you go. Oh man, that was a great way to end the round. So just so you know what they're using right here, the guys that we're spectating, they have an Emma, they have a Mag, so that way you have the team up there. And then they also have, oh, hold on. And then they also have a Luna, Invisible Woman, and a Wolverine, as well as Emma, I think I just said before. But yeah, so this is the team comp that you will typically see with a Human Torch. I mean, you could change a couple things around, but this team up works pretty well. This team comp works pretty well. But mainly the Invisible Woman you will always see with the Human Torch, or you should always see with the Human Torch, because the Invisible Woman, what she'll do is she'll throw up a shield for flyers, and it works really, really well. So when you have the shield up, obviously you get healed, but it also protects you, and then you can kind of hold the position like right there. Like actually, that's perfect. That was exactly what I wanted to see happen, and it happened. So that was great. But yeah, so you always pretty much will see an Invisible Woman with a Human Torch, because they also have the team up, so he has a damage reduction. And I think it's about 20%, 15%, something like that, and it lasts for like 10, 15 seconds. But you can see the other teams doing the same exact thing. So they're doing really, really good. That's a really, really good tech there if you guys don't know. So basically you can stack his right click. I forgot what it's called. You can stack whatever his right click is. And if you stack 2 or 3, I think if it's 3, and then you dive into it and enemies on it, you'll pretty much get a full kill if it's a squishy. It does a ton of damage, because each right click is like burning damage over time. So if you pair 3, I believe it's 3. If you pair 3 of them together and then dive into it, it's pretty much 300 health as far as I remember. I'll always be Invisible Woman if we have a Human Torch. Yeah, Invisible Woman is really fun to play, actually. She's one of my favorite strategists to play. That was unfortunate, but that's a good example right there. If Psylocke really can take out flyers, you just have to position yourself well and have a good team comp.
Man, my hair's all messed up.
Oh, yo, Rick, thank you so much for the controller and the rose, man. I'm so sorry. I didn't know that didn't go off. Did you hear a sound for it when it happened? I might just have it muted. Good picks here. I'm surprised you didn't ult just to... I didn't need to. They really didn't need to. See, here's the Psylocke. Almost had it too. How do you counter a Cap and Hulk or Iron Fist dive? Those guys are brutal. So just so you know, the top 2 band, because we just looked at it, the top 2 bands are Human Torch, and it's 35.08%, and Iron Fist is 35.07. So they're basically tied as the highest ban percentage. And I'm talking upper lobbies. So this is like anything above Diamond. So Diamond, Grandmaster, Celestial, top 500, whatever. Those are the top 2, is Human Torch and Iron Fist. So it's funny that you mentioned that, because that really is one of the most annoying characters that people want banned in the game. So Iron Fist is very hard to counter. I'm trying to think of what would be, I mean, you know, obviously Emma's great. I personally like to use Psylocke, just because Psylocke can do a lot of damage if you have an Emma. So if the other team has an Iron Fist and I have my boy running Emma and I'm playing Psylocke, usually it's not a problem dealing with an Iron Fist. Now Hulk, on the other hand, I guess you could say it's the same for Hulk. Like most tanks, I don't really have a problem with playing Psylocke. Cap's the only one that's kind of annoying, so that's why Bucky's kind of good, Wolverine's kind of good. Penny I like for anything like dive related. So even Venom, Hulk. Wow, this guy's popping off right now. He's actually, oh dude, is he gonna do it here? If he gets Picker, I'll be so hyped. And then he connected them all just for additional damage, just so you guys know. Basically getting a little bit of ult charge in. But yeah, Penny's great to use too. Now it depends. Are you talking about DPS counter, or are you talking about like a tank counter for dive? Rick, thank you, man. I appreciate that so much, dude. You don't got to do all that. Just come by the streams, man. Helps out a ton. These are new channels I'm on. I just got partnered with Marvel, so you know it's awesome to be able to, I don't know, I guess just make more content and get early access to everything on this game. But I used to mainly play Call of Duty and Warzone. Sorry, not to take away from this gameplay right now. This guy is absolutely going nuts with Torch. Their team is firing right now. Firing on all cylinders, dude. Celtics beat the Knicks. I know, man. I know. No, dude, I needed one more 3 to win $400. I needed one more 3 from Jason Tatum. No, it wasn't 300, it was 500. Oh, I'm sick. Oh my god, dude, just one more 3 for 500. Wow, that's crazy. How bad did they win? Anything the knowledge helps. Seems hopeless sometimes countering them as a healer. Oh, you're talking about countering as a healer? Countering Iron Fist and Hulk and all them as a healer? Ooh, that's a good question. So for me, I typically don't play strategist, and the reason being is I didn't really allude to this before either, but my friend that I play ranked with all the time is one of the top ranked Invisible Womans in the world and the top ranked Lokis in the world. And then my other friend that plays strategist, he's also really good. I don't know what his rank is, just because, you know, I haven't checked. Like my friend that I'm referring to, he's in like the top 20 or top something like that. He's pretty high up. So anyway, he's insane. So I never really have to worry about that, you know, having a good strategist, unless we're just queuing without them. But as a strategist, what would I use to counter Iron Fist or Hulk? That's a good question. If anyone else has a good answer, let me know. I would probably say, I feel like Cloak, just because she can do a lot of damage now. And Cloak's, what is that ray? The ray that he does? I'm sorry, I forgot what the attack's called. But that like laser beam, like kind of like Scarlet, what she has, what Scarlet Witch's like primary attack is, that Cloak has.
I am ready to put on a show.
That does the same amount of damage, so that's a good dive counter. Plus you can cloak your team and kind of move them around and hide, and you get dove. Loki could be good, just because Loki you can kind of put on buildings and stuff like that, so that can help out a lot. Wow. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay on Human Torch. Let me know who you guys want to see next, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.